Thanks, James. And college students across the country tonight are protesting the war in Gaza. Many are asking their colleges to cut relationships and investments supporting Israel. However, some Jewish students are calling the protests anti-Semitic and don't feel safe. Some of those protests have turned into round-the-clock encampments, and as of tonight, police have arrested more than 2,000 people at these protests since they started last month. President Joe Biden addressed the protests today. He supports peaceful protests at these campuses and says there is no room for anti-Semitism.
Dissent is essential to democracy, but dissent must never lead to disorder or to denying the rights of others so students can finish the semester and their college education.
Now, a group in our area also organizing one of those protests. That's expected to start on the University of Iowa campus. It's scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. This is a live look at the Pentecrest on campus, where the protest is expected to start in a little more than 12 hours. Maddie Franz joins us in studio tonight and explains why the organizers say this protest is different. Maddie?
John, we know Iowa City Students for Justice in Palestine is holding a protest at noon tomorrow. We've seen protests across the country turn violent, leading to arrests. But the group says that's not what they're planning. A group called Iowa City Students for Justice in Palestine will hold a 3-day protest at the University of Iowa in support of student encampments across the country. The group is not establishing an encampment. Activities will start and end at set times. During the event, the group will offer food, study spaces, and educational talks from Jewish Forces for Peace and Iowans for Palestine. Cedar Rapids attorney Sarah Riley says students have the right to gather and protest at the university, with some limitations.
But as long as it's just chants and sign carrying and traditional peaceful protests, then it's 100% legal. And hopefully they all will be.
Riley says police can't arrest students for what they say, only for unlawful actions.
Just because they've been called by the school to break up a protest, they would still need to make sure that the protesters were in fact breaking a law.
In a statement, Governor Reynolds also says protesters have a First Amendment right to protest peacefully.
We're not going to allow hate speech. We're not going to allow destruction. We're not going to allow what we see happening in some of the universities across this country. It's ridiculous.
According to a statement on its Instagram page, the group demands the university cut ties with Israeli academic institutions and end partnerships with defense contractors working with Israel. Now, just this afternoon, I called the campus safety offices of Augustana College, St. Ambrose University, and Monmouth College. Officials at each school say they're not aware of any planned student protests. John?
All right, Maddie, thank you.